Alright, farm update. Mimi! For June 19th, Father's Day. Just got done feeding the cats. Hi, baby. There's food in there. Go get you some food. Go get it. She's like, no, I want attention. Let me check on my... Yeah, it looks like my grafting died too. My cloning branches died, and it looks like my grafting branch died. I did them apparently wrong. But anyhow, I was gonna bring down my clones and stick them in dirt this morning, but I forgot. And oh, they're probably dead anyways. Oh goodness. I gotta watch out for spider webs again. I just walked into another one. Anyways. Oh, son of a bitch. I just walked into another one. That one was bad. Alright. Let's see how this feeder thing's doing. It's still plugged up. I gotta figure out how to break that up without pushing it back up. Hi, Mimi. Looks like I might have gotten most of it. But I gotta come in from the other side. Hey, OBJ. I forgot that medicine again. It's in my fridge, but we got a fridge now at Kaplinger, so I can take the medicine over there when I get back from Kansas City. That's where I'm going today. And there's plenty of feed here to attract rodents. But oh, okay. What do I do with that? Oh, here it is. And there's some stuff in there that the cats like too, so that's good. Take what's left of this to the goat. Oh, hey, look, blackberries. Oops. Supposed to eat them, not inhale them. Ow. Damn it. I lost that one. Oh well. There's a lot of dog food in that one. I kind of don't want to give the dog food to the goat. So I'll give that to the cats. Yeah. I guess there's mostly dog food left, but I got mostly grain in these 2 cups. I left the bucket in the back, but oh well. I think I can handle 2 of these. Maybe I'll do it this way. That way I can carry them both. Kind of like that. Mimi would rather have attention than food. She's like, hey, Daddy, pay attention to me. It's Father's Day. You're supposed to pay attention to your daughter. I know it. She loves me. Come here, Mimi. Mimi. My precious Mimi. Yeah. You're my precious. Yeah. Want some dog food? Alright, before I head up, I need to check on my garden too because I haven't done that. And now that I got stuff in both my hands, I'll probably walk into more spider web, so I'll have to walk a little slower. Oh, crap, I walked slow. Alright, my alarm went off, so it stopped the video, but the weather still had food back here, so I just went ahead and topped it off. I guess he'll eat what he eats. He's probably depressed because he's alone. Hey, weather. Weather. It's okay. I don't have any food. It's in the thingy, but it's okay. Come here. It's okay. Smell my hand. I smell like food. Yeah. It's in the goat house. Let me go get you some. Come here. Judas probably doesn't even know he's back here. He never comes back here anymore. The only reason he might come back here is to see what he can steal from me. Because he doesn't really have anything else back here except maybe that trailer that he got from Doris. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't care about it because I got those tires put on the rims for him like 5 years ago. It's okay. Come here. He don't trust me. He's like, nah, forget you. Come on. Paul, I guess that's your name because that's what Garrett wants to call you. And I don't have a name for you other than Weather. All right, I gotta get going. It's Father's Day. I gotta go visit my dad. And this is supposed to be top secret. But like I said, only my brother watches my videos. And I don't care if my brother knows. But I'm also going to visit with Judas's dad today. I called him a few weeks ago. A friend helped me track him down. And he's not exactly Judas's dad. He's his stepdad. And he said all these horrible, nasty things about him. But now that I'm seeing Judas's true colors, I'm questioning the other people that he demonized because he's going around demonizing me. And that's a secret that the narcissists and the evildoers don't want you to know. It's like, if they're going around saying things about you that you know aren't true, then that means they must be going around saying things about other people that aren't true. So anything they say about other people, you should question and maybe go seek out those other people, which is exactly what I'm doing. So since he's going around demonizing me, like he did his stepdad, I thought maybe I need to be in communication with his stepdad. So I hunted him down with the help of a friend. And we're going to go up and visit his stepdad today. Of all days, Father's Day. Now, when I first called his stepdad, I was a little nervous because I thought maybe he might not like me. He may not want to talk to me. when I met him before, he didn't seem like the evil person Judas made him out to be. But then again, Judas put on a good show. He's a great pretender. So if Judas can fool me, maybe this guy could too, right? Hard telling. So, I can be a little naive when it comes to certain things. You know, like I said in the previous video, you know, I saw through Jerry Diamond right away, where Judas didn't. But then again, Jerry and Judas are a lot alike. But I used to think that Judas was the good guy and Jerry was the bad guy. I still don't think Jerry's the good guy. But I do think that Jerry's the lesser of two evils. So I have been in communication with Jerry, but very little. Because what did my ex-wife's ex-boyfriend say to me after they broke up? Any enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. So be careful who you make your enemy, because they will ally with your other enemies. It's just like Sarah. She thinks I think she's my friend, but she's actually my enemy. She used to be here on this property. She reports back to Judas. In fact, I don't know who was to blame for the original backbiting and backstabbing, but it started when she was here. And either she encouraged him to do the backbiting and backstabbing, or the other way around. And he still goes to bat for her, saying she was so wonderful. And I beg to differ. But then again, maybe she wasn't all that bad. Maybe he planted a seed in her, made her the malice person that she was. I don't know. But I used to think she was the problem. And from what I understand, that's what narcissists do. And Judas has been labeled a classic narcissist. So, I know that's not a potato plant. And I don't think that one is either. There's nothing in these two. There's cucumbers over here. And they're doing pretty good. I don't want Judas to know I got food growing up, because he might try to kill them. I don't trust him anymore. My watermelons seem to be doing pretty good. Cantaloupes are doing good. I don't think I have anything over here yet. No. I got some potatoes in the back of my truck that I needed to plant. Oh, I planted a sweet potato over there. It hasn't started growing yet. Make sure my solar panel and batteries are still here. Okay. That's another thing I'm worried about Judas stealing. My solar setups, I got 3 of them. I bought these from Missouri Wind and Solar when we first got here. And then I bought the other 2 from Connie around the corner. They're not as good as the Missouri Wind and Solar ones, but they're decent. I think the 4 of them together is as good as the 2 I bought from Missouri Wind and Solar. So, but it wouldn't surprise me if Judas is going around telling everybody that he bought them. Just like he's going around telling everybody that he bought the hay bales for the goats this last time when I actually bought them. However, I have no evidence because I gave him cash because I trusted him. And he did do what I paid him to do. But now he's claiming that he's the one who paid for it. It's like, dude, you don't have any money, and let alone you don't. I never see. All right, my alarm went off again, so I got to piece together these 3 videos. So I'm done checking on the animals and stuff. Here's my fence line. Hopefully he doesn't mess with it either. But I mowed here to protect it. So it gives me an idea of where the fence line is. So if he messes with my T-posts, I got a pretty good idea of where they're supposed to be. So anyways, oh yeah, so I got off track. So since he demonized his stepdad, I thought, well, maybe his stepdad ain't so bad after all, since he's going around telling lies about me. He probably told lies about his stepdad too. I mean, his mom thought his stepdad was pretty cool. His mom was friends with his stepdad when he was married to his previous wife. And his previous wife passed away. Now to hear Judas tell it that his stepdad killed his previous wife, which is a pretty bold statement. But and then he was afraid, or he was telling everybody he was afraid that he was going to kill his mom too. Well, his mom did end up dying, but his mom is also 10 years older than his stepdad, give or take. So she's like 80 something now, and he's like 70 something now. So, but they basically sold everything, kicked Judas off the family farm, which is why he's so resentful. What? I got time. Cindy probably ain't even awake yet. No, that's Mimi. Huh? I'll throw it in the truck. Or I could throw it in a banana box and put it in my container. Because it's summer, I don't need it. No, I still got 3 blankets in there. Oh, no, not unless you do. And you're taking it to Kansas City, right? Oh, you're not? Oh, well, I'll leave it then. I'll leave it then. In that case, we'll just throw the blanket in here for now.
Ron said something the other day when you drove to when you drove to Sunrise Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, you let him drive the car? So I just thought of that, and I'm like,
Oh,
fine.
so he won't.
Instead of listening to his dumbass, I ain't gonna. Well, I don't know why, because he trusts your driving. He was just probably in one of his moods.
Right.
So I decided instead of, then whenever he says something, why didn't you bring a trailer? Well, you don't want David driving your truck, or your car, so I had to bring your car. Because he had to go somewhere, so.
Well, yeah, just say I came up to visit my dad.
Well,
And...
he knew he was coming to Kansas City, that's what I said, David needed the car.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't bring the trailer.
Well, we can leave this in the car then. Maybe Cindy will need it on the way up because she won't be awake.
Okay, I locked it.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it in this back seat over here.
All right.
Oh, you gotta unlock it on that thing.
I don't have the key.
Here.
I got Ron's key because I thought I was going to drive it today.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
I thought about that last night, and I said, well, I'm just not gonna. I'll just that'll be one thing.
Ah, get away from me.
I don't know what the deal is. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is because.
Well.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I put the little thing while we're down here. Yeah.
That carpenter bee or bumblebee likes me.
Yeah, they're bad though. They're all over people. So I don't know whether it's just the mood he was in or what, but he knows you're a good driver. So.
Well, yeah, they trust me with that $100,000, $200,000 rig. I should be a good driver.
I know that's. I'll say that next time. Now I wouldn't let Mark take his car. No, I've seen how Mark drives.
Oh yeah.
I would.
Mark's a little crazy.
So anyway, you like this better anyway.
It don't matter.
I know.
I mean, this one doesn't get bad gas mileage, but yours gets better gas mileage.
Right.
And go, you know, since fuel's high right now, I'm a little, and I had to spend $3,000 on my lawyer to get rid of Judas.
That's another reason why I know you're tight on money.
I'm not super tight, but yeah, I'm a little tight.
Well, yeah, I'm tighter than normal.
Yeah. I'll have money Monday. Oh well, I'll have a little bit after I pay the electrician and the backhoe guy. Then next week, I'll pay down my credit card, and then after that, I'll be back to normal.
Yeah.
Or almost normal. 2 payments on my credit card, I'll be down to normal.
Yeah.
So.
What are you videoing?
Yes.
So you videoed that?
Yeah, and Mark watches my videos. He's the only person watching my videos besides you.
I've seen him drive, so I'd let him drive mine, but I wouldn't. We'll cut full coverage, but that's the point. You won't get nothing for that car.
Right. So I guess I'll get ready to go.
I let him drive his truck, but I was there with him.
Right.
Then I was tired of driving.
Mark's pretty responsible, but he is a crazy driver.
Oh, he is a crazy driver. So I don't let him
But
drive.
so did we. So we used to be too.
Oh, I know, but...
Me. She's like, pay attention to me.
I'm responsible for myself. You're responsible for you. I guess if all else fails, I probably would let him. You know.
He'd probably be more careful with Ron's car.
But yeah, I've seen Mark drive. He still drives like a bat out of hell.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I drive the speed limit and a little over, but I don't.
Not me. I drive 85 everywhere I go.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot we do too. I guess he's just related to us.
Right. Judas always tells everybody I drive 85 everywhere I go. All the time.
Oh, that ain't true.
I say, just around the corners. But anyways. So.
Yeah, when we came down and brought the truck and brought a bunch of stuff down, I let him drive back. Of course, I was there. It's me, Matthew, and Mark. Matthew didn't want to drive. That's when I brought a load of my stuff down. And like, I mean, it's not he drives bad. He's
Just 100 miles an hour,
he drives 85 miles an hour everywhere he goes.
right? I rode with him in
Maybe-
Houston, and
maybe-
he's kind of scared me down there. But up here, he's not as bad. But in Houston, man, he was
And
crazy.
he didn't even have a driver's license down there. But down there, they drive like that anyway.
Oh yeah, the Mexicans drive like idiots.
I know, but
So they're like, roads? We don't need no stinking roads.
that's right.
Oh yeah, down in Mexico, they don't even drive on the roads.
Yeah.
You know, the roads are for people like you and me. They're off on the median, passing you on the off road.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess I really
They're like,
shouldn't even trust me driving.
me. Yeah, I've been down there.
He's always yelling at me. And Ron's always yelling at me
Oh.
the way I drive and stuff like that. But yet he won't drive. So I'm like, shut up then.
Sounds like Judas. You know, Judas wants to tell me how to do stuff on the farm, and then, but he won't do it. And then, which that's his job. That's what our arrangement was.
Right.
And then I go to do it, and then he goes and tells me how I did it wrong.
I like you were saying, I like my way of doing it better than your way of not doing it.
Yeah, I got that from John. Because I was having this conversation, this very exact conversation with John about Judas. And that's exactly what John said. So that's where I got it from. John.
I like John.
John's cool. John will pretty much tell you where you stand.
Yeah.
And where he stands. And that's what I like. I like to know where I stand with people. Not this phony crap where you bet my best friend to my face and you stabbing me in the back.
Yeah. He ain't my best friend anymore.
No, he's a Judas. That's why I call him Judas.
He ain't been my best friend for quite a while.
Well, yeah. A lot of people have been trying to wake me up. I'm just an idiot.
No, you just want to be nice. You're like me. It takes me a long time to get that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm trusting. I'm too trusting.
Yeah, and that's what Ron says I am too. And I understand, you know, because I let him come up and stay at my place.
Right.
God only knows what he did up there
But I see, I don't think he did anything.
back then.
Well, I don't. See, we were. Before, it was just backbiting.
When everything was, when he thought,
Yeah.
you know, he thought you guys were friends. Well, you thought you guys were friends. Everything was fine.
Back then, it was more like backbiting and little bits of sabotage. Like, for example, when he would go over to Cindy's and he would keep telling her that the neighbors are trespassing on her property when they're not. It's creating her anxiety.
Her neighbors or your neighbors?
Her neighbors. He says the same thing to me. You know, it's like he's.
Yeah, but all three of your neighbors you trust.
Right. He's saying, "Oh, somebody's on the property. Somebody's on the property," and he was always saying that to Cindy and to me about her property and my property. And it's like I don't really see any evidence, and Cindy was the same thing, and so we thought maybe he had like some kind of multiple personality disorder, and maybe he was the person on the property. You know?
You never know.
But really, what it boils down to was I don't know if it's narcissism or what it is, but
Everybody could be as lovable
the
as
government
they
does this all the
do.
time.
Yeah, they do.
They're like, oh, they'll create a problem so they can advocate a solution for the problem.
Exactly.
So you feel like you need them
Like the cars.
to fix the problem.
Electric cars.
Well, electric cars aren't a bad idea.
No, I know.
But I mean, like they raise the fuel price so that we're
everybody
more
starts
dependent on
electric cars. 'Cause
green
they want-
energy.
Yeah, and they want to sell more electric cars. You can't tell me this ain't greed.
Well, it's partly greed. Part of it is part of it's the war. Because when we have a war,
It's always different.
fuel prices always go up because the military is using the oil.
Right.
But they want us to not use the oil.
Yeah. But it's not our military.
Well, there's that too. But
Because our military is not fighting right now.
no, but they're funding it. They're behind it.
Whole bunch of horses. Those are pretty.
They're behind it. They're involved.
Yeah, I know. It's a chess game.
Yeah.
And they play all these strategic things, and they think that it's Russia that's at war, blah blah blah, and
Yeah. But anyways,
it's the 6 or 7 big heads of the whole country, like DuPont and
right.
Carnegie
Well, it's kind of
and
like the shootings. It's like some of the
Chase and
shootings are real, some of the shootings are fake. But never let a good crisis go to waste. And if you can't find a
and
good crisis,
they
make a
play.
good
Yeah,
crisis. And in that way, they can take away our guns.
exactly.
So yeah,
And
it's all
that kid just fell into their ploy.
if it was real, yes. But we don't know what's real and fake anymore.
I know, because the news is, I don't believe half of what they say.
Right. And that's the way it is with Judas. I don't know what he says is real and fake anymore. All the stuff that sabotage he's been doing on the land, things that he tells Cindy that her neighbors are doing to her.
He don't like the government, but he's just like them.
He's doing the exact same thing, but yet he badmouths them.
You
And what that probably is just a distraction. So you're not looking at him, you're looking at them, which is the exact same thing they do.
Yep. They don't want you looking at what they're doing.
Right. Oh, look over here. Just like the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case, that might have been real, but they made us pay more attention to that so we didn't see what else was going on. Because I guess Hillary was on trial at the same time, and I didn't even know about it. I haven't dug into that to find out what went on about that.
I hope they hang her.
Yeah, off from the highest tree.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, she's
And
pure evil.
Stuff that I've heard about her and her husband, I hope they hang them both.
Pretty much, they're both evil.
They're in with Epstein too.
And worse.
And worse.
But yeah, although Epstein is at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's their scapegoat.
Well, that's another thing. A lot of people think that he's a pedo too.
Who?
Judas.
Oh.
I don't think he's necessarily a pedo, but I think he does like young girls.
Younger girl.
Younger. Yeah.
Way younger, like.
Maybe not like toddler age, but teenager age.
Yeah, or little.
And that was what he got accused of up at his family farm, and that's why he got kicked out. That's one reason why I got kicked out.
One, we know a lot of the rest.
Exactly. So there's that too. But
I know there's something wrong.
and that might be why he uses the excuse that he's looking to make more babies. That's why he needs a younger woman, so that he can have more children.
That's what he says.
That's what he says.
I ain't know
that might just be his cover story. Don't know.
Well,
don't believe anything he says anymore.
He's abusive to animals, I know that.
Yes. Maybe not cats, but definitely dogs.
Dogs. Well, apparently goats.
Well, indirectly, yeah.
Indirectly, yeah. So he's abusive to animals.
He's neglectful to animals. He's abusive to dogs.
He's neglectful to a lot of stuff.
Well, there's that too. Amy's like, "Are you gonna pet me?"
Oh, hi. You want to take this over and put it in the phone for me? Huh?
No.
Just pet me.
If it was on mice, I'd take it for you. She's one of her and
the best mousers.
Yeah, her and Livy were probably the best mousers here.
She's like, come pet me. Mimi. Come pet me.
Meow.
His feet's all cut out.
Oh, from the rocks at the river? Yeah, I got a little bit of a sore on mine. I put lotion on last night.
On my heel, I did step something. I don't think I stepped on anything on my heel. Okay, I'm back. I didn't think I stepped on anything.
She used to be scared of everybody but me and David.
No, she knows me now. She knows me now.
Yeah.
She knows I'm a nice person. So, did you see any babies back there?
Oh, Just one, but I'm sure they're still there.
One, oh, the little Winky.
Yeah.
He hangs around. Winky and what'd you say the other one was?
Oh, wow.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Mickey.
So there's those 2, 3 more. That's 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 total. Mimi's 2. And then Swirl just had some, but I don't know where they are.
I wish you'd let me pick you up because I don't want to lean over all the time. Where did you have your babies already? Look at you, you're skinny again. What's wrong with her leg? Is she always up?
I'm not sure, but she's been that way for years.
Scars, maybe?
Well, it's chafing, but I'm not exactly sure.
Probably allergic to grass.
Are you allergic to grass?
Yeah, but
She goes, I'm not allergic to loving. I'm not allergic to loving. No.
so anyway, I just decided I would just switch out the cars. And he says anything. Well, David had to go to Kansas City. He wanted to use the car, and so I just switched out, came back. Because you won't let him drive that one. See what he says.
You don't want him to. All right. But yeah, if you need to, just use that truck then for trailer use.
I don't know if I want to do anything today or not. I might come back down Tuesday and.
Okay. You got the key.
Oh yeah, I got.
When I fueled up, my mileage was something 237. I don't know what the mileage is now, but I don't think Judas has the ignition key. I think he just has a door key. No, I try to make sure there ain't. The padlocks and then the plug and the breaker for Keplinger.
Yeah.
Nothing of value, really, is in here.
That bottle and yeah, and that you got with that bottle.
Oh, those herbs. I gotta get those.
Let me try a couple of those.
Don't take it right now. They'll knock you out.
See if they help me for a couple of days so I can get some good sleep.
Yeah, I won't wake up if I can take even one.
Really?
Yeah, it knocks me out. But I'm a heavy sleeper anyways.
You are? Well, I used to be.
But
I don't know why I can't sleep anymore.
When I was working in an oil field, I took 1 or 2 of these.
Yeah.
I had an alarm on my phone. I mean, not a phone, alarm. Ringtone. I had the loudest ringtone I could get. It was like a train horn or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was freaking loud. And it would wake me up all the time. Not this time. That stuff knocked me out. I got in trouble because I didn't hear the phone ring. And I didn't show up for a job.
Did I shoot that one? A ringtone that I found that says, "Get up! Get up! Get your ass out of bed!
Get your butt out of bed." All right. I'm going to do 2 more videos before I piece this together. I just went by Rick Collier, so I'm getting kind of close. I was just thinking, I probably would have been better off staying on one of Rick's properties because Rick usually has a lot of degenerates staying on his properties, and he's got a really good deal. He's got where you could basically live in the house and live on the property for free. All you got to do is pay the taxes and maintain the property, And from what I understand, only like 2 people actually do that. And that's John Walters and what's his face? Leon. And the rest of them, they're all just degenerates. They don't take very good care of his properties. Now I understand Rick's kind of not an easy person to live under, if you will. Because when you're hey, they support my lawyer, cool. When you're in a situation like that, it's almost like you're a slave to the lender. You know, it's like Judas living on my property is, you know, basically kind of like slave to the lender. And I try not to treat him that way. I try to treat him like a business partner and a friend. But he let that power that I allowed him to have go to his head. And now he thinks he rules over me. And when he's actually just been mooching off of me all these years. And so once I started taking away his handouts, which were not intended to be handouts, they were intended to be hand-ups, he started becoming vengeful. How dare you take away my free ride? And that's really when the problem started. I mean, there's always, I guess, been a problem because he's been lazy, and like I was saying in the last video, he does these little things to sabotage you or instill fear in you or dependency on him. Like, oh, you need me. And then when you realize you don't really need him, then he starts sabotaging you more to make you think that you need him more. It's like, oh, there's people coming on the land because this happened. Oh, this happened. And it's really him doing it. But he's blaming it on other people. Like, oh, somebody's coming on the property. He's doing these weird things to instill fear in you, to make you dependent on him. Basically, just like the government does, just like the New World Order does. All right, there's a stop sign, so we're getting close. So I'm going to videotape the goats. The longer the goats are there, the more grass they're going to eat down, and the better it will be to see and videotape them. Last time I came by, I could only see Cleopatra because she was inside the trailer. It's David's trailer. It's Judas's trailer. But I made it into a mobile home. And that was good and bad because it gave him the opportunity to take the goats, which is fine. Most of them are his. But 2 of them or more are not. I'm not sure how many he stole. Oh, and here's the funny part. He's going around telling everybody that, oh, he's going around trying to figure out who I sold his goats to so he can try and get them back. 1, it's too late. They're gone. He's never going to get them back. And 2, they're not his. They're mine. He killed most of his. He really only had 3 or 4 goats left. But he's trying to make it out to be like I'm the one who killed all of my goats, and I didn't have any goats left. They were all his. It started out, he's trying to say only 1 goat was his. Then he started saying only 2 goats were his. Then he tried to say 4 goats were his. And rumor has it, he's now trying to say they all were his. But I don't have any evidence of that. Looks like Cleopatra's sitting in the trailer. She's getting old. She's 10 years old. There's Cleopatra. I see another goat. That's Bonehead. And there's Deb's house. So yeah, I'm on my way to Cindy's to pick her up. I'm gonna try and stick these clones in this dirt and have Cindy water it. I think I got 1 survivor. So maybe 2, but I doubt it. I think I only have 1 survivor. So I'm gonna put them in the dirt and see if Cindy can water them for me. And get them to take whichever one survives, then I'll have me a new jade tree growing. Cindy's pretty attentive to plants, so I think she'll do a good job. She's always asking me to bring her stuff to grow, so this will be one more thing to grow. Give her something to do because she's bored. Nobody ever comes and picks her up. I'm the only one who comes and picks her up. When my mom comes down, she'll go over and visit, like around noonish when it's really hot. She'll go over to Cindy's to cool off. And Cindy enjoys that because she gets some company. Nobody visits her. Nobody picks her up. So I'm the only one who picks her up, and my mom's the only one, besides me, that visits her. So, yeah. But once my new crew gets down here or up here and we get rolling, hopefully that'll change because I'm going to encourage them to look out for and look after Cindy. Because Cindy helps, and or tries to. She can't really do a whole lot. She's kind of frail. But she does kind of have a green thumb. So that's good because I don't. And Judas, he always blew her off and ignored her and treated her like shit. But, we could have been utilizing her this whole time, growing us food and stuff, because Judas ain't got a green thumb. I ain't got a green thumb. But apparently Cindy does. Usually women do. That's more of a woman trait, if you will. A woman quality. Women tend to have better abilities to grow plants and stuff. But women tend to be more nurturing. Guys are more rough and tumble builder types. Women are more child raising, plant growing, take care of the home types. There are some women that are more like men, and there are some men that are more like women. But, that's why we have stereotypes, because statistics say, that one gender is more prone to do this and one gender is more prone to do that. One group or one class of people tend to do this, one group or class of people tend to do that. So it's not really being biased or prejudiced, it's just a stereotype based on statistics. I remember seeing a meme about white trash or trailer trash or something like that. It's like, we don't have stereotypes, or we have stereotypes for a reason, or something like that. I don't remember. But, they're all based on reality. Yeah, we shouldn't judge everybody by that book. But, we keep that book in mind whenever we're looking at someone who fits that description. And so we tread lightly, or we treat them accordingly until we have evidence to say otherwise. Now, that doesn't mean if they fit the description of somebody bad, you treat them as if they're bad. But you just say it's a red flag, and you walk, accordingly. You just be cautious and careful. And before you make sure you verify whether or not it is a red flag before you move forward. So, but anyways, yeah, we have stereotypes for a reason. But Cindy wouldn't be more nurturing when it comes to kids, but she is when it comes to plants and animals. and taking care of the home. She's been a housewife for 30 years. Now she's a widow and she stays home. She can't drive. Before that, she worked in a nursery and a greenhouse, and that's where she met her husband. And then she was with him until he passed away. And so that's what she knows. She knows plants and taking care of the house and home, and taking care of animals. She never had any kids, so she don't really know how to take care of kids. But she never really wanted kids, and I don't blame her. I never really wanted kids either. I mean, I got kids, but they were taken away from me, and I never really got to see them. So I may as well say I don't have any, because they don't want nothing to do with me. Then I got married to a woman who had kids and raised them if they were my own. But then they were taken away from me too, and I don't know if they'll ever talk to me again either. Maybe someday. But, naturally they're going to side with their mother. And when their mom cheated on me and we had our divorce, it was kind of ugly. So they might be resentful about that, Cindy didn't fix this yucca tree plant. It's leaning over. I kind of brushed it whenever I came in the driveway because I was afraid I was going to go in the ditch, but I had more room than I actually thought I did. She's like, "Don't hit my flowers." I was like, "It's in the road." But anyways. Alright, I'm at Cindy, so we'll see about putting these clones in dirt before I take off. Alright, bye.